Here's a real popular type of real life application problem dealing with coins, and we're trying to determine how many of each certain type of coin we have based off of some information about the money that we have. So here we go. We have a guy named Ricky, and Ricky has a jar with nickels and dimes in it. And it says that there are 19 more dimes than there are nickels. So I don't know how many dimes there are. I don't know how many nickels there are, but I do know that there's 19 more dimes than there are nickels. And then they want to know how many of each type of coin, nickels and dimes, are there if the jar contains a total of $3.70. So in any type of word problem like this, what can be tremendously helpful is a table. So let's make up a table here, and we'll see how this can really help us. So one row will be the information about nickels, and the other table, or the other row rather, will be the information about dimes. So let's see here. We've got nickels, then we have dimes, and then these columns that we have are going to represent some different information. All right, so anyway, not the best looking table, but I think it'll do. Okay, so what type of information might we need to know about the nickels and dimes? So how about the first column be the number of coins? That's the amount, or the number of nickels and the number of dimes. All right, and then another important piece of information is the value of each coin. So that I can go ahead and fill in. A nickel is worth $0.05, or it would be 5 cents, or $0.1 or 10 cents. You can even put 0.10 to make it like 10 cents. So this is how much the nickels are worth. Here's how much the dimes are worth. All right, now how about the number of coins? I don't know how many nickels we have or how many dimes we have, but I can say this: the number of nickels, we can call that X. There's X number of nickels. Now what else do we know? We know that there are 19 more dimes than there are nickels. So what that tells me is whatever X is, there's 19 more dimes than X. In other words, the number of coins that are dimes would be X plus 19. There's 19 more than X. So now the last column here that we're going to need to know is the total value, because each nickel is 5 cents, but how much are all the nickels worth? Well, very simply, it would be 0.05x. It'd be 5 cents a nickel times X nickels, and we'd have 0.1 times X plus 19. So now, what can we do with this table? I said this table would be helpful, but why is it helpful? Is there any information that we haven't used yet in this paragraph? Well, hopefully you noticed the $3.70. What is $3.70? Let's read it again. It says, how many of each type of coin is there if the jar contains $3.70 total? So that would be the value of the nickels plus the value of the dimes. So we can take 0.05x, that's the value of all the nickels, plus 0.1 times x plus 19, and that total value from the nickels and the dimes should be 3.7, I think, what was it, 3.70? Yeah, $3.70. Great. So what we have is a real life situation that we've translated into a linear equation with a single variable. And we're really good at solving these because we know the steps. We know the steps to solve linear equations with a single variable. We would have to do things like distribute the 0.1. So we'd have 0.05x plus 0.1x plus 0.1 times 19 would make 1.9, and that would be equal to 3.70. All right, and then we'll combine like terms. The left side would have 0.15x, and then we'll subtract the 1.9 to the right hand side. So $3.70 minus $1.90, or 1.9, would be, let's see, 1.80. All right, and then the last step will be to divide both sides by the variable's coefficient. And we might need a calculator for this one. The x would equal, let's pull out our calculator. We'd have 1.80 divided by 0.15. We get a total of 12. So x would be 12. Now, what is x? Let's look back at our table. Do you see what x is referring to? X is the number of nickels. So there are 12 nickels. And that also means that there are a total of 31 dimes. Now, how did I know there was 31 dimes? Well, you remember we said that there was 19 more dimes than there were nickels. So I took 12 plus 19. So now, last thing, let's make sure we're answering the question that was asked. So let's read the question again. How many of each type of coin is there if the jar contains $3.70? So we're done, right? We said that there are 12 nickels and there are 31 dimes. And again, just to be clear, the 31 is coming from 12 plus 19. Now, if they had asked us, how many coins there are combined or something like that, we would have needed to add these two quantities, or they could have asked us a whole host of other types of questions, but we answered the question that they actually posed.